Okay, welcome back to part 12 of Dragon Quest VIII, The Journey of the Cursed King, and in today's episode, we're here in Pickham, and yeah, King Trode is off boozing inside of the bar, and Yangus, he's adamant on us going to see this Brains fellow, which you need to do in order to progress the plot. So, before we even loot the town, like from top to bottom, I'm gonna show you how to progress the plot through here in case people are looking up this episode in need of a walkthrough. And yeah, Brains does live up here on the rooftops. And yeah, I'm just gonna loot some items whilst we're up here because yeah, I don't want to have to come back up here when we finally get to start looting the town here. So yeah, we're just gonna do some basic item looting here whilst I'm heading on over to Brains. So yeah. Down over here, and there should be a hole here, or a hole, but yeah, a couple of stairs, a flight of stairs, which will lead down to his home. Yeah, he's living down there, and that's where you gotta head in order to progress with the plot. So I'm gonna go down there in a moment. First, I'm just gonna check these pots here, and we do find a midi medal, very nice. And two hands, well, clashing cups. I don't know what the English expression is for that, but yeah, just whatever. I heard there was a man who knows everything about everything here. I've come a long way to see him, but I can't figure out where on earth he lives. This town is like a maze. Yeah, I thought so the first time I came here in my first playthrough, but really it ain't so bad. Yeah, but this is where he lives. Brains.
Well, this is Brains' gaff, but he looks like he ain't home. Ah, well, we better get back to the pub and ask the old codger what he wants to do.
Yeah, we will do that, but before we do, we gotta go on inside here and we gotta check out his porn stash. And apparently there is nothing of interest. Okay. Well, yeah, that was a lame joke. You know what, here, let's just read through the rest of the books here. It's a guidebook entitled A Stroll in Pickham. Many describes Pickham as a wretched hive of scum and villainy, but that lopsided view misses the bigger picture. Indeed, I agree. Think of Pickham as being a double-edged sword. If you stay a little alert, it can be a wonderful place to visit. Nay, exciting indeed. Pickhamites, I love that, are a people who live life on the edge. Take the casino. Sure, it's rigged. But what fun! And what about the fortune teller? Yes, she's wrong most of the time, but who cares? And the lovely inn. What better way to end your first day in Pickham than behind iron walls and barred windows? And no visits to Pickham would be complete without a stroll down Beggar's Alley. The stench Pickhamites prefer, bouquet, is one of a kind. Yes, Pickham is the perfect place for people seeking life on the edge. Yeah, that is actually kind of funny. If you go into the inn, you will notice that the windows in there are actually barred. So yeah, it's kind of funny. Everything that the book says there is spot on. Yeah, we have a world map here on this wall, and I think... Oh yeah, there we have the two other bookcases. I'm gonna check them out. But we have a Seed of Wisdom in here, if I'm not... Yeah, if I don't misremember, I'm damn near 100% that's the case, because he's named Brains, and yeah, there's a Seed of Wisdom in his home. Makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and consume it, and I never equipped the Templar Shield. What the heck? Was I high or something in the last episode? But no, that cannot be, because I played it just 20 minutes ago, or I ended it 20 minutes ago. So yeah, no. I'm just, yeah, a numbskull. And I think that's all, nothing else here. So, yeah, we're gonna head on back to the bar now and talk to King Trode. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy to see us. And actually, I forgot the bookcases down there. You know what, I'll just cut back. Okay, we're down here again. Let's have a check, or let's have a look at the books here. It's a book entitled The Mystical Spring. According to a myth, a natural spring with the power to lift curses exists somewhere in the world. Oh. It is said that a single sip of its sacred waters is enough to cure any kind of curse. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to locate it yet. I pray to the goddess for guidance every night, but I fear the curse that has taken hold of my body may kill me before I find the mystical spring. I know exactly where it is, but more on that later. Okay, well, now, let's just head on out of here. And I'm not gonna dilly-dally and loot any more stuff now. Yeah, I just wanted to clear the roofs here and Brace's place. We're gonna do the rest of the looting here in the town in a bit after we have done all the plot progression. So, yeah, once you have talked to... once you have been down there in Brain's home, it is time that we head on over here inside of the bar, which is right here. I'm gonna open up the map. Northernmost point in the village, or town, whatever. You go on in here, and here we have Medea. And the old geezer is boozing at the inn. This should be it. Yeah, there we have the inn logo. The horse and cart was in the way. And here he is, boozing away. And what the heck? There are bottles everywhere on the floor. Dude, what a shitty bar. And there is nobody here. And it's nighttime. What the heck? Is everybody out boozing in the streets or something? Back in my younger years, I was a priest, you know. Used to work in a whopper of a church. I did. Then one day, they found out I took some of the church funds for myself. And I was shown to the door. I'd only done it once and all. Sure, buddy. I didn't have no place to go, so after wandering here and there for a bit, I ended up in this town, of course. That was all a long time ago now. Yeah, you're like 80 at this point. Well, yeah, I love the flowers there in the vase. Completely void of life. But, oh, you know what? Let's talk to this lady first. That funny-looking customer at the bar has been crying into his glass. He must have been through a lot, I suppose. Yeah, indeed he has. So, let's have a chat with him.
It never used to be this difficult to get a drink. Another thing that wretched Dulmagus is responsible for. Confound him, and confound this curse. But it's Medea who's really suffering. Turned into a horse, just when she was betrothed to be married. No, you're back already. That was unduly expedient of you. So, have you found out where Dulmagus is? What was that? I thought I heard Medea. Medea! Where's Medea? She's gone!
Uh-oh. Guess I should have known better. People round here don't care where you come from. They care about what you come with.
Are you saying some ninny hammercrook from this slum has kidnapped my daughter?
Oh, keep your hair on, Grandad. Whoever it was can't have gone far. They'll still be in town somewhere.
Well, we must find them then. Forget everything else. Getting Medea back is all that matters. Well, what are you waiting for? You heard me, didn't you? We must find the culprit immediately and save my precious daughter.
I will. So. Once again, we're not gonna do any looting. We're just gonna head on where you need to go right now. So, just run down the middle of the street here, past this guy who is asleep here, and past the casino here by the entrance. Inside of this building is where you need to go. And yeah, on my first playthrough, I probably ran around for 20-30 minutes or so before I found this. It was really annoying. But yeah, this is where he is. The thief, that is.
998, 999, 990, oh yeah, a grand, sweet. He knows his stuff, that old merchant. He could see how much it was worth. I thinking that horse was a piece of cake. Easy dosh, Mitch, eh? Easy dosh. Hey. Hey? Who's that? Oh no! You ain't the owner of that horse, is ya?
So, it was you! You're the scoundrel responsible for taking the princess.
Oh, what the hell? Get that monster away from me! What's it on about? What princess? I only knocked off a horse!
Who are you calling a monster? Give my Medea back right now or suffer the consequences.
Hey, easy, take it easy, I swear. I didn't know it was no monster princess or nothing. Here, have it all. This is all the dough I got for it, I swear. Just don't hurt me.
What? You sold my daughter? That's it! Slay this worthless wastrel!
Hold your horses, Grandad. Sorry, I mean, take it easy. This tow rag ain't good enough for the gov's sword. All right, you. Let's hear it. Sell it down Beggar's Alley, did ya? To old Dodgy Dave, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Know him, do you?
Right then. Hand over the dough. If I find out you've been telling me porkies, you're brown bread. Do you hear?
Oh, look, I ain't been lying, mister. I swear. Here, 1,000 gold pieces. That's what he give me for it.
No need to worry. The black market geezer he was talking about is a mate of mine. He'll give us back the horse princess if we give him back the dough. I mean money.
Then why are we dallying around here? We must go to this geezer's shop immediately.
Alright, so, and I guess we're gonna loot this place too. And then we get a bunny tail. You know what? Remember what I took? Oh, that's right, we can't use the alchemy pot, it's with Medea. But remember what I told you about the hairbands and bunny tails. Whenever you get a bunny tail, you might as well go on ahead and mix it with a hairband into a pair of bunny ears, which you can then sell for a couple of 100 gold. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do as soon as we get the cart back. So either way, now we gotta head on back here past the casino and yeah, up this alley actually. It doesn't really matter as long as you run up through the town and then back here on the same route as where Brainsy is, and then you're gonna head on inside of here. It's a second bar called the Dodgy Dave, or at least that's what I think it's called. And inside of here is well, where Dodgy Dave is. And I kind of wish I had shown it off, but if you come here before, there is plot-related stuff to do in here, and you put Yangus in front of the team, like if you do this. If you go in here and line him up in the front, then you will get some unique dialogue from the bartender here. But yeah, no, I forgot to show it. It's nothing special, he just recognizes Yangus. But yeah. And let's see here, a mini medal should be in here, yeah. And yeah, let's just have a chat with Dodgy Dave here.
Well, if it ain't old Yangus. Ain't seen your mush round here for a while. Got some knocked off gear you want to get rid of, have ya?
Nah, mate. Wash me hands of all that. I'm travelling round with the governor here now. But that's not why I'm here. That legless old rump Mitz was in here before selling you an horse and cart, wasn't he? It's just that we need them back. They belong to the gov here, see? Mitz only went and half-inched them. I gave him the squeeze, and he said he sold them to you. That's why we're here.
You had them pinched by Mitz? You? You must be going soft, Yangus, getting stitched up by someone like him. Yeah, he was here selling the horse and carts. So I did have them, but I don't know how to tell you this. I sold them already.
You what? Who to? We need them back, desperate like.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this either. I sold them to Red.
You what? Red? The old artful dodger herself? You're having a giraffe, aren't you?
Sorry, Angus, straight up. Look, it's out of my hands now. You'll have to sort it out yourself.
So, with that, we are now on our own here. But, let's see here. Okay, no, that's a shame. We can't initiate the Dodgy Dave quest yet. And as I already told you, well, hold on.
I don't believe it. Now Red's mixed up in all this. It's the last thing I want to do right now. But we're gonna have to pay her a visit. She lives in a gaff southwest of town. Nice little pad it is. Slap bang wallop in the middle of a lake. Come on, Gov. If we want to help the horse princess, that's where we got our head, to the southwest.
Yeah, so for the first two items for the Dodgy Day quest, we're gonna need a reinforced boomerang and a special medicine, which I have already acquired. And of course I do have a reinforced boomerang too, but yeah, we're gonna need a second one because currently I am using one. But now, let's go ahead and start looting the town here. First of all, yeah, inside of this house here, let's see, yeah, we should have a magic water inside of this little hut. Inside of this cupboard here. Yeah, nice, a vial of water, indeed. So, let's go ahead and actually... where is it? Oh, right there. You know what, why have I not given these to people? Yeah, magic water should always be in your inventory. I shouldn't even have to explain why. Oh, well, there you go. And here we have the fortune teller lady. I believe this is her anyway. Yeah, see, she's not much for fortune telling when she's gonna go to sleep here, apparently. And yeah, this house here is empty. However, inside of here we have some stuff we're gonna check out, but first let's just crack this pot here. I love Jagis's tossing animation. So violent. You know what? No. Oh, King Trode, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to go on inside. And I believe you get a seed of strength inside of here. Somewhere. Maybe here. Or maybe this is a... well, we'll see. Nope, seed of strength. Nice. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if it's the cramped conditions or what, but don't you feel like you can relax in here? Not really. I'm so lucky to be able to live in such a cozy place like this. I guess. Well, you do you. Okay, well, nice, a mini medal. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. And it doesn't look like rain should drip on through here either, so I guess that's another plus. And here we have a pirate lying about. You know what, I'm gonna have a chat with him too. Urgh, how am I supposed to sleep on the floor? It's too hard, I want me bed back. Oh, somebody pinched his bed. Oh, dude, that sucks. And here this guy lies on a bed, huh? Funny coincidence. Oh yeah, this bed's just what I need. Got it cheap off Dodgy Dave, you know? Yeah, if there's anything you need, just go behind the bar in the... Oops, I better keep my gob shut about that. Dodgy Dave's place is supposed to be a secret. So, yeah, apparently, well, it seems like somebody pinched this guy's bed and then that guy over there just bought it. Okay, well, here, let's go ahead and consume our Seed of Strength. Let's give it to Jessica. She keeps getting ones. I am rolling terribly with the strength seeds here. Ah, yes. Okay, so next on, or next up I should say, we gotta head on over here onto the middle street and we're gonna visit the armory. And actually we should actually buy some items here too. They actually have some really solid equipment here. Oh yeah. So, first of all, a must-buy is the dancer costume. I strongly recommend buying this because you will be able to craft it into better gear in the future. So, yeah, it's actually gonna be able to, or you can make it into a dancer male for Angelo in the far future. And it's a really good piece of equipment for him, a really strong armor, I should say. And then we're gonna buy one iron shield, but just the one, because, well, you'll find another one out here in Pickham, so yeah, no reason to buy two. And yeah, let's see, iron helmets. The iron helmets are really nice, but they're also really expensive, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hold off on those. But you can buy some if you want to. And yeah, see, I hate it when the game has to reorganize your inventory. It's so, yeah, so annoying. But it is what it is. So you know what, I'm gonna have to do this. Put out some medicinal herbs. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so I'm done here now. We have put some medicine back on our guys, and we are ready to roll. And let's see, just one quick do over here. Yeah, everything is looking great. So, yeah, let's visit the weaponry here, or the weapon shop. I'm not gonna buy anything from here, I don't think, but yeah. Actually, the Hunter's Bow is a really nice buy if you are planning on using bows on Angelo, and you can also upgrade the Hunter's Bow when you find a garter, which we will find one up ahead, and yeah, I will actually show off that recipe once we get that garter. I know we will find one inside of the castle of Draqon, but if you mix an Hero's Bow with the, or well, if you use a garter and mix it with the Hunter's Bow, you'll get an Hero's Bow, which you can sell for like 5,000 gold or some ridiculous amount like that. Let's see here now. Yum. Trode, dude, get the heck out of here, my man. You're pissing me off. He really is. I was honestly getting frustrated there. Dude, now he's gonna be in the way again. I just wanna get inside of the shopkeeper's house here. Jesus, man. Oh, seriously. And inside of here we get a chainmail somewhere. Yeah, there you go. A suit of chainmail. So, yeah, you even get 2 of those, and I just went ahead and bought one. Yeah, very silly of me. Me boys take care of sales. If you wanna buy something, go around the front and speak to him. I just work what I make. That's what a blacksmith do. Something like that. Okay, so, here's another funny thing that I'm gonna show off. This guy is gonna block off the road here during the daytime, and you're actually gonna have to pay him 10 gold to move on by him. Which is ridiculous. If you don't pay him, you're gonna have to go up the street to the right of this one. And, you know, when it's nighttime, he's always asleep, so at that point, you don't have to pay, and you can always move up and down there. But yeah, one sec. Okay, so next, yeah, I'm looking over my notes here. There is a lot to take in this town. There's so many buildings. So yeah, next we're gonna go on inside of here. And yeah, Trode is gonna be in my way again. I really hate that you can I really hate that you can accidentally talk to him. It's really annoying to have him follow you here when you just wanna loot the place. And let's see here. I think we have a seed of life in one of these, yeah, rooms here, and indeed. So let's go ahead and consume it on, you guessed who. Yeah, but finally she rolled high there, yeah, nice. And I'm just not gonna care about this lady, I'm just gonna move on past her, and that over there in the corner, well, I was gonna say I think it's a mini medal, but it probably ain't. Actually, let's see here. It's a personal diary. Dear diary, today I got one step closer to realizing my dream of becoming a bunny girl. I found the perfect bunny suit and a sexy pair of fishnet stockings, but I still can't find a set of bunny ears. A bunny without ears is like a quest without a dragon, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. I bought a hairband today to make my own. All I need to do is find some item I can combine with it to make my bunny ears. I am so close. My little bunny tail is twitching with excitement. Yeah, so they make it quite obvious there. Bunny tail plus a hairband, and you will have yourself some bunny ears. Okay, there was nothing in there. But inside of here, I know for a fact you do get a mini medal. However, you need the ultimate key to access that room, which we won't have that key for many hours. So, yeah, just make a mental note of that place for later, I guess. And yeah, this here, there is room inside of here. There is loot inside of here. And I gotta say, it's really nice with Jagus here when you're picking out books of the bookcase. Like, he doesn't sit there and flip the pages like the hero does. He just picks it out and starts reading. It's quite nice, actually. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, we missed this here. And holy crap, this is actually a really nice bathroom. And I believe this guy, he will mention the... well, yeah, you will see. Did you know there are some alchemy recipes that involve 3 different ingredients? Huh. I used to dabble in alchemy myself when I was younger, you know. Those 3-item recipes really caused me problems. You just couldn't get that much into a normal alchemy pot. I suppose it wouldn't be beyond someone with a modicum of dexterity to make an alchemy pot bigger. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't born dexterous. And that little stumbling block pretty much ended my affair with alchemy, huh? So, yeah, indeed, there is an upgraded version, or upgradable version, of the alchemy pot, and yeah, where you can mix 3 items instead of just 2, and we'll get it soon enough. So yeah, you might have noticed before when I said, oh well, if you have a iron armor or an iron cuirass, which you can buy in the Scantha, and then you mix it with 2 silver platters, I told you before. Yeah, you actually need to have the upgraded alchemy pot in order to even being able to do that one. So yeah, there you go. And on to the next room. Let's see. I'm just gonna skip this. Okay, or well, you know what? Let's read it. Yes, see how nice that is. 7 habits of highly effective criminals. It explains techniques for committing a variety of petty crimes, including the dine and dash, advanced lawyering, cow tipping, and more. Nothing appears to be useful at the moment. Huh, okay. Silly ass book. Oh my goodness, look at this. This cutie here. I'll take it, whatever you want, but there's nothing of value here, I swear. You're not burglars, I'm sorry, it's just there have been so many break-ins recently, I was sure you were. Okay, well, I distinctly remember her. That piece of dialogue. And next we're gonna go down this well here, but let me just check my notes first. Okay, so yeah, we have 2 more mini medals left to find in this town, and they are both up here in this little corner. Then we're done looting the city of Pickham. And yeah, here, in one of these pouches... okay, did you see that? Wait, hold on. Huh, interesting. I prefer it when the hero sticks his hand down there, that looks a little bit better. And did you see that he had bunny ears, yeah, on display there? And this guy actually sells Armor Seco Essence, which is a really nice healing potion, but I wish that they had cut the price of these like by a lot. Like, they should not be more than 30 gold a pop. Like, 120 is way too much. It's really ridiculous. But yeah, there we go, some bunny ears there. Huh. Yeah, this is a really nice shop actually, but yeah. I seldom come in here. He's out of the way and he doesn't sell anything particularly useful, except for the Seco Essence, but yeah. Oh my god, what the heck? Your belly first down the well. I've never seen that animation. That was hilarious. Ha ha. Oh, ha ha. That's all I can take. And you know what? Let's do this. I just realized something. We should totally do this. and display Jessica. Yeah. She is really, well, she's quite fetching, let's just put it like that, in this outfit. And also down here in the well we have this secret society of muscle men. And yeah, she's walking down here skimpy like this. This isn't perhaps the best idea. And Jessica has the slowest tossing animation ever. Holy balls, dude. Is that annoying? And yeah, let's talk to a few of these. But first, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, there you go. So I realized she should probably have 2 of those files on her so that she can do some serious healing. Wow! It's like your insides are stewing in a pot. What the heck are you talking about? And this is a really nice couch. What the heck? Even in a dirty hole like Pickham, you've gotta watch your hygiene, and that means watching your H's. Okay. We're all heartily health conscious here in the secret sauna. Okay. See, look at the steam coming out of the pot. Dude, you're making no sense. And how about the smell? Get away from... yeah, you know what? You guys are creeping me out already. I'm just gonna leave. And you know what? I'm gonna try and jump down with Jessica too. Ah, I kinda wish that was more exciting. I think, yeah, I've never seen Angelos jumping down the well animation either, but you know what? It's fine. We don't need to see everything. So, yeah, we're completely done here now inside of the town. All that's really left to do is to show off the casino. And yeah, I have a shopping list here of items that we need to get from there. Yeah, after I have done some gambling, and I will do so in between this and the next episode, like off screen. Then I'm gonna go ahead and craft some items from the items that we get inside of here, and I'll show you what we need to buy. And yeah, I have a pitiful amount of money right now, so you know what, we can't do too much. Let's just buy tokens for every single damn money, for every single damn coin we have. But wait, what? Oh, I see, dude, I'm a dummy. Here, let's just buy 100 then. What? Dude, am I dumb? 50? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, she said 20 gold, not 10 per. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm a dummy. Yeah. Okay. Now it makes sense. So yeah, here is the deal. As you can see here, we have some really nice items inside of the Pickham Casino. For 100 tokens you can buy magic waters, which is incredibly nice. For 500 tokens you can buy a silver platter, which, yeah, as you can see, it acts as a shield, a silver serving platter large enough to serve as a makeshift shield. If you mix one of these with an iron shield, which you can buy here in Pickham, you can make white shields for Jessica and Angelo, and those are the best shields that they can use from now and a very long time ahead. So it is definitely recommended to get some silver platters here. Then I'm gonna need 4 agility rings, which we are gonna craft into various items. And I'm also gonna need 2 titan belts, which, yeah, as you can see here, they increase attack or physical attack by 10. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy 4 agility rings and 2 titan belts, and we're also gonna need 2 silver platters in total, which accounts for 8,000 tokens, which is gonna be really annoying to farm. You could also go ahead, if you want to, like, farm here even longer than I am. You could buy platinum gear, headgear for Tude and Angelo, which at this point in the game, if they have these headgears, like, they are pretty much invincible. But yeah, it's way overkill, so I'm not even gonna worry about the platinum headgear. And the rune staff is also very nice. As you can see there, raises the defense of all allies when used as an item in battle. So basically it's a free buff spell if you use it as an item in battle. It's a really nice item, but these rune staves makes the game, well, I don't know, it takes away a little bit too much of the challenge, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. But yeah, this here is basically what the gambling looks like. This is what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah, I'll just show the game once, and then I'll do the rest of this off screen. So, yeah, you bet 5 tokens, right? And once you put in, you can put in up to 100 tokens, and then you just press A and the game starts. And maybe I should just have bet 5 tokens. That was a little bit crazy of me. But yeah, you need to get 5 in a row. You know, it's just bingo. And yeah, while I do this off screen, I'm pretty much just gonna have to put something on in the background on the TV, because I will lose my sanity otherwise. And so if you get 5 in a row or 4 in a row from the start, you will have a multiplier of 400. So 400 times 50, which, yeah, that is what, 20,000. Yeah. Unless my math sucks, which it ain't my strong suit. But yeah, if you just get lucky here once, you can get, yeah, you can score big basically. And the way I'm gonna do this later is I'm just gonna save at the church, and I'm gonna run back and forth here. You know, so you know, I'll just play until I win, go back and save, and you know, you just sit and reset until you have won as much as you need to. I could use the save states, but I'm not gonna be doing that. I will refrain from it, but yeah. But yeah, I lost, so that is all my gold pissed away, but it's fine. It really is. We're gonna sell some tokens and come back here later. Dude, I wanna... No, I don't wanna play again. But basically, the best or quickest way to win tokens at the Pickham Casino is in the bingo. The 1-slot token machines here for playing slots, that's just... It's gonna take ages for you to make any winnings there, so I would not recommend playing those. Bingo is where it's at, and you can also like put on some, well, something to watch in the background, a movie, just whatever. Anyways, next we're gonna, well, first of all, we're gonna change the lineup, and let me check how far into the video we are. Okay, we have some more time here. That's great. So I said we would do this in the last episode, but I never did because we couldn't. So now it is time we go back to Medea Abbey, because remember, we need to start working on Mori's side quest too. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Lonely Yo Restless Armor monster there. And I'm sorry I hit the mic just now. So yeah, if you remember correctly, he was outside here to the side of the Medea Abbey, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna cut this out now. On this side of the Medea Abbey, and you just run up the side here, and eventually you will, well, you'll find him. Well, you have seen him before. If you have played the game, you know where it is. He's on the way to the Ruined Abbey. So, yeah, to the Ruined Abbey dungeon. Yeah, just whatever. I'll just see you guys there in a sec. And here we are. On the south side of the river, we can now see Lonely Yo. And yeah, he's quite easy to capture for the Mori side quest. Like, yeah, we beat him soundly, like, a couple of hours back, so yeah, he's really easy to get. Easy to get, easy to find. Squiggly Squiggler and Slimy Smiley, they are slightly tougher to find, but yeah, they're equally easy to beat. And here we can see Lonely Yo's stats. That's pretty neat. But yeah, he kinda sucks, to be honest. But there we go, he's now back at Mori's. And now we're gonna go ahead and zoom our way back to Pickham again. Okay, so here we are now, back outside of Pickham. And I also went ahead and rested up. So yeah, I'm full up on mana and health. So our first order of business is gonna be to go inside of that little crevice to the west of here. We're gonna find a unique monster there, and we're also gonna loot the chest with 450 gold coins. And it would be really nice if I could get lucky here and get some more magic beast hides from the gorillas. Like, I would be so happy. So happy if that was the case. That way I don't need to grind them later. Ooh, that sure would be nice. Sure would be swell. And holy crap, dude. Like, having thin hair, and I keep harping on this, but it makes things so much easier. Like, you guys have no idea. If you come here and you have to play this normally, like, everything dies much slower. Like, if you only have access on Jaegers, for example, sure, he hits hard on single-target enemies, but yeah, he cannot clear out dozens of enemies like this, like nobody can. It's just crazy, to be quite frank. Crazy strong. I probably didn't even need to go down the boomerang tree on him, or on 2 here. Like, I could probably just have leveled up swords on him or spears. But yeah, I completely, I did not realize how strong it would be once again, you know. I had no clue. And there we go, nice. Angelo now has the flame slash. That's neat. Now he will be able to strike slightly harder with the sword there. Let's see. Yeah, we're on the right way. We're just gonna head or hug the wall here. And I might go a little bit longer with this episode. Like, yeah, an hour and 15 minutes maybe, because I would like to loot all the items here in this region. But yeah, I'm not sure if I will be able to do that. We'll see. Because yeah, now that I think about it, it's also gonna take up some time to go into Red's den and all of that. So yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, so we beat the mini-demons, and let's see, we have a dog there, I think, but inside of here we have the pelvic thruster, Salsa, I believe his name is, and he's actually not to be trifled with. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip my trusty iron axe, and now we're gonna fight him, the pelvic thruster. And you know what, here, I'm gonna make sure my teammates don't do anything stupid. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Helm Splitter, and yeah, you know what, here, Twin Dragon Lash, no, Twin Dragon Lash, and Angelo, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do this. This might seem overkill, but this guy actually hurts. And yeah, as you can see, he can hit many people at the same time, so it's a good idea that they use Kabuff here in this particular fight. But yeah, luckily he shouldn't use that ability every turn. He does so every few turns. But yeah, as long as you just keep healing and, you know, stay safe essentially, then you should be fine here. And here, let's just, you know what, let's pop one of these. I don't want Angelo to die, that would be bad. Nice, he's back to full, and with one more Kabuff. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, dude, he used it again already. So, once I've beaten this guy, I'm gonna have to go back to town and resurrect Jessica. Oh, this is annoying. Not gonna lie. Huh. He's actually fucking me up here. Well, hopefully... No! I meant to use the mid-heal, and what the heck? He's kicking my ass! What is happening? This is crazy. Am I gonna wipe on the pelvic thruster? This is actually crazy. Huh. Well, you know what? We might as well just go out with a bang here. Try and kill him before he kills us. Full damage. All hands on deck. What the hell?
Mercy.
Well, I won, but that was incredible. I have never lost 3 guys before to this guy. But that was ridiculous. He kept using his strongest attack. I did not think that could happen. Well, you know what? Before we go back, I gotta make sure we loot this chest here. Please don't tell me any enemy's gonna come after me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, you better believe I'm gonna use a Chimera Wing. But yeah, I'll see you back here in a bit. I gotta go and refresh my team. This is just... yeah, this is just ridiculous, man. Okay, so I have went back and resurrected all my dead team members. It actually cost me 380 gold, and now on my way back out to where we died, to the leveled up. So yeah, you gain some stats, 5 skill points, and yeah, you know what? More points into sword and 1 into courage. And now he too knows the flame sword slash there. But yeah, I'll cut back in a bit once I'm back where I... And a second level up occurred here on my way back to where I, well, quote-unquote died, to where I had to zoom back. Jessica leveled up, and she learns Crackle. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I think we're just gonna put everything into stays here, why not? And yeah, one more cut and we should be back to where I was. And yeah, I think this here is close enough. We died up there inside of that little crevice, and now, to the west of here, you can see that little house out in the pond. Yeah, that is where Red is living. But before we go there, we're gonna head on down there to that little sand pit you see, and south of there is where the Squiggly Squiggler is, down there on the beach. And also, in that general direction, we have a leather whip that we can loot. And a leather whip in itself is nothing particularly useful, but remember, if you mix it with a scale shield in the alchemy pot, it becomes a snakeskin whip. And a snakeskin whip you can in turn sell for 1250 gold, so yeah, I strongly suggest that you go back to Peregrine K and buy yourself a scale shield, just so that you can make some money there. That's what I'm gonna do anyways. And if you can get the magic beast tied here, that would be hella awesome. And yeah, I believe that the gorillas are actually weak to fire type abilities. And that's why Angelo likes to use the flame slash on them. Or well, that was the first time he did use it, but you know, it's gonna let... Oh my god. Oi, 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 dude, I am so lucky. I am so lucky, you guys. Oh my god, yes, that's right, we can't use the alchemy pot yet. But that is a load off my mind. Now we have 2 magic beast tides. That means that we can make the fur puncher for Angus. That is so nice. Oh, never mind, we have a scale shield here. You know what? Put that in front too then. So yeah, when we begin the next episode, you know, I will have collected all the 8,000 tokens from the casino, and then we're gonna have ourselves a alchemy pot. Well, I was gonna say an alchemy pot episode, but yeah, in the beginning of the video, we're gonna make some nice crafts there. So yeah, we're gonna make a nice headgear piece for the hero, a nice headgear piece for Jessica, and we're also gonna make a a new armor piece for Yangus. So yeah, that's gonna be really nice. And on top of that, we're also gonna get those Titan belts there, which, yeah, those also are gonna come in clutch, let me tell you. And of course, we're also gonna make the 2 white shields there. And let's see, yeah, this right here is where the leather whip is, so yeah. We're also gonna mix that in next week's episode, I suppose, yeah, with the scale shield. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I like to put all the items that I want to craft, you know, besides each other. That way it's really easy to remember, you know. So, yeah, I think you get the point. So that they always are besides each other. That way it's easy to see what you're gonna put in the pot with each other, or which items you're gonna put in the pot together. Yeah, there you go. Proper sentences. And, oh my goodness, did you see that I kind of slid down the slope? But yeah, down here on this beach is where we have the Squiggly Squiggler, the second monster for the Mori quest there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab him. There we go, the King Kelp have been defeated. Nice, and come on. I just wanna fight the little Squiggly. The Squiggly Squiggler. Oh, he's so cute. But surprisingly strong for being such a cute creature. Now, as far as monster goes to have on your arena team, the Squiggly Squiggler is quite lame. Like, he likes to like dawdle or doodle in the sand and, you know, just waste his turn, pretty much like the Candy Cats back in Fairbury. So I would kick this guy off your monster team as soon as possible. Yeah, the only thing he has going for him, that is agility. So yeah, I didn't say this before, but the Lonely Yo and the Squiggly Squiggler, they're gonna be part of your arena monster team, and once you get Slimy Smiley, he will also be a part of your team. But yeah, I don't really like those guys. So yeah, I'm gonna kick them off the team promptly. Freaking promptly. And let's see here, whilst I move, we are up to 1 hour and 1 minute, but we haven't done any cuts yet. Huh, I wonder how much longer I should keep going here. I would like to fit as much as possible in this episode, because in the next episode, oh my god, did you see her boobs there? Oh jeez, dude, why am I such a perv? I can't help it. I say. Oh yes, what was I gonna say now? Oh yeah, I would like to start the next episode, off with having all these things done. Like, there are a bunch of items that we can loot out here now, or well, there are a few more items that we can get. And let's see, yeah, one of them is the iron shield I mentioned. It would be really nice to have all of that done, but that might be too tall an order actually. Yeah, because we have 2 unique monsters we need to get, a bunch of items. You know what, I'm just gonna go in here to red and advance the plot a little bit, and then we're gonna end the episode there, and in the next one we're gonna go out on a little scouting mission here in the Pickham region, and we're gonna loot the last few items that's around here. So I hope that sounds good. Yeah, a few more items to get out here, and hopefully I can get enough money so that I can actually buy some decent amount of tokens in Pickham so I can start gambling, yeah. It's not very fun to gamble if you only have like 1,000 tokens. 1,000 tokens, 100 tokens. Yeah, it's nice if you have more. But yeah, come on, dude. Get out of here. Get the heck out of my way. Boop. Nice. He is gone. And, okay, come on. Let's head on inside of here. And yeah, we're gonna have some dialogue here now. But first, we shall enter this place here, or this, well, stables. I don't know what I would call it otherwise. But inside of here, and this is pretty easy to miss, you will find a mini medal. Let's see here. Isn't she a beauty? You won't find find another coat like that within 100 miles of Pickham. Yeah, I bet. She must have been brought up by some mighty fine grub. Red knows quality when she sees it. She only buys the best. Yeah, I need to make a break. I'm just sluttering away here now. I've been talking too long. That's something I notice with these episodes. Typically the first half hour, you know, it's easy to keep up with the commentary, but towards the end...
to speak with Red. You're gonna have to let us through.
Towards the end of the hour, it gets more and more difficult. Like, yeah, you really burn out.
Yangus, you think Red's gonna want to see your ugly muss? Oh, get out of here. Oh, Pete.
Don't you boss me around, mate. I ain't going nowhere till I see Red, so shift, skivvy.
Skippy? Who the hell do you think you are?
What's all the noise? I can hear your gabbing from in here.
Oh, sorry, boss. I got some geezer with no manners out here. He'll be gone in a mo.
It's Yangus, isn't it? Just let him in. I'll speak to him myself.
You heard the boss. Go on. Inside with you.
He sounds so defeated. Oh, poor man. So yeah, this is where Red lives, and I think this is supposed to be a bear, but yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, she's got a pretty nice little home here. Let's see. I don't remember. I think there's like a hairband in here. And yeah, there we go. And there are some more good items here, but they're gonna be locked away behind a barred door here. Yeah, another mini medal is gonna be in there, and some other nice items, but once again, you need the ultimate key for that. Yeah, I think we got everything that we can get here right now. It looks like it anyways. Let's just go ahead and read the bookcase first. um, magazine called Family Jewels. Nice. It appears to be a special edition about extremely large and rare specimens. Topping the list are the Argon Heart, the Venus Tear, and the Cran Spinels. The pages are worn and falling out of the binding. Someone must have studied this magazine very thoroughly. This lady then, I would assume.
Don't often see your face round these parts anymore, Yangus. So, what brings you here?
It's like this, Red. You bought an horse from the black market drum in Pickham, right? Well, it belongs to this bloke I'm travelling with, see? Someone pinched it off him and then sold it on. That's how it came to be in the shop. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I need it back. I'll pay whatever you want for it. Name your price.
Straight up as usual, eh, Yangus? I like that about you. But I'm not selling that horse. She's a quality mare. Toes the line and she's got a decent coat on her. You know how much I like quality. However much you're willing to pay, I am not parting with it.
What? Not for nothing? Look, it ain't for me. It's for me mate. I've got to get her back. I'll do anything you want.
Oh, interesting. Never thought I'd hear words like that coming out of your mouth. Must be a good mate, eh? All right then, here's what you're gonna do. I'm sure you haven't forgotten the cave just north of here, right? Just bring us the jewel that's hidden in there. You know, the Venus Tear.
What? Not that. You know I've been in that cave before and...
You just said you'd do anything I want. You gonna welch on that now, are ya? Just bring us the Venus Tear. Then I'll think about the horse.
So there you have it. In order to get the Venus Tear, you need to head on up into the Swordsman's Labyrinth. And I have named that place once before, I think. And it's down there that you fight a really nasty boss. Probably the hardest early game boss of the game. And yeah, it is really nice if you make some strong medicinal herbs before going down there for Jessica, so she can help out with healing. But I think it is about time we round off this episode. Or should I go a little bit longer? I kind of feel like I want to do that. See, here's the thing. I'm a little bit afraid that I don't have enough money to start gambling here. Yeah, it's gonna be a real inconvenience, actually. I wonder how much longer it would take for me to loot the rest of this region. You know what? I'm just gonna go a little bit longer in this episode. Fuck it, you know. Even if it's like an hour and 15 minutes, it is just what it is, you know. It is what it is. So, that's what I'm gonna do. So there are gonna be 2 more unique monsters out here for us to get. One up there in the pink toxic waste there, northwest of us, and to the far west in the sand over there, there's gonna be a scorpion that we are also gonna need to take out. So, yeah. Better just hop to it then, eh? So yeah, we're just gonna walk west here, and hopefully, yeah, this will do. So we're just gonna walk on up ahead here. And yeah, look how big this region is. I love it. Freaking big. And you know what? Yeah, we have the Swordsman Labyrinth over there. The Swordsman Labyrinth is actually a zoom point, so it might be a good idea that we go up there and grab the zoom point for the next episode so we can just fast travel there. And there just so happens to be an item that you can loot outside of the dungeon too. A farmer's scythe, which I can sell for 450 gold, so yeah, that would be nice to have, so that I can get some more money before I start gambling. I would like to have enough, well, let's say if I get 5,000 gold and buy tokens for all of that, then that should be enough for me to start gambling. So yeah, that's what I'm aim for here. There we go, beat those guys, and come on. It is time to heal on up our guys here. And out here, somewhere in this toxic waste, there should be a zombie. Yeah, there he is. You see him? He's holding a copper monster coin. And yeah, I haven't really spoken about this either, but all these guys that you see out on the field, like the unique monsters, once you have assembled the Squiggly Squiggler, the Slimy Smiley, and Lonely Yo, once you have gotten all those 3 and gotten them to Mori, once you've done that, you can then travel around the world and catch new monsters. So yeah, this zombie, for example, that we have in front of us, you can add him to your team, you can go back and grab Hexzilla, add him to your team, so on and so forth. So that is what makes it so much fun, at least in my opinion. Old School Drooler. What a name. Yeah, the Old School Drooler isn't anything spectacular, I gotta say. He does not have any abilities that hit many enemies at once, and his stats aren't anything particularly good. But there is one thing he can do, and that is he can actually lower enemy monsters' tension inside of the arena. But that is still pretty damn lackluster, I gotta say. But yeah, he's definitely better than Smiley Slimy and the Squiggly Squiggler and, you know, the starter guys. So, you know, he's much better than those guys. But I'm just saying, if you want to go far into the arena, he's not gonna take you there. That's really about it. And there we go. Okay, so I healed up, and now it is time we head on up here. If I open up my map here, yeah, you can see here we have another speck of toxic waste there to the east of us. That is where the scythe is, and here we have the dungeon, the Swordsman's Labyrinth. So we're just gonna dip our toes here, just so that we get the zoom point, and then we're gonna head on back out. So yeah, in the next episode we'll come back here. And this is actually a really fun dungeon, I gotta say. And yeah, it's quite hard the first time you do it, I would say. When I was a teenager, I really struggled finding my way through dungeons, and that one in particular I thought was hard to get through. I don't know why. Now that I'm older, I think it's like pretty damn straightforward, but not so much back then for young Nick. And there we go, the mini-demons have been dealt with, and you know what? How much gold do we have? 1300! Oh my goodness, we're dirt cheap! Dirt freaking poor! Jesus! Oh, yeah, this ain't pretty. Anyways, over here. And you know what? That was a weird lag again. I'm gonna have to check this out. No, everything's still recording. We're good. But up here we get the farmer's site, and I'm gonna heal up Angelo, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna zoom on down to the Swordsman Labyrinth so we don't have to walk back there through the toxic waste. Okay, we're back here now, and yeah, we only have 2 more things to do now before we're gonna end the episode. Let's see here. Let's open up the map. Yeah, down there in the sand pit to the west of the Red Sten, and I believe I put up the arrow there before, but yeah, we have the scorpion there, and then the iron shield is up there in the northwest corner up there by the woods. Yeah, probably just put a little marker on that once again, and head more west here. And yeah, once we have done that, I'll cut the episode, or well, I'll teleport back to Pickham and I'll start gambling before I start up the next episode. And yeah, hopefully I will have been able to grind together all the tokens that I need, and once we have crafted some items, then, well, then we're gonna go ahead and enter the Swordsman's Labyrinth. So, yeah, that was a mouthful, Jesus. Oh, and yeah, I'm just happy that we are done with the, with all of the, what's it called? Yeah, with the magic beast. Yeah, I got really lucky there with them. Just found 2 as quickly as I did. Quite lucky. And you know what, I just realized? I'm a dummy. I can't craft, or start out and craft in the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, no, I can't. Because Red still has your pot, your alchemy pot, you dummy. So, but even so, I'm still gonna go ahead and do the gambling because it will be nice to have had it done, you know, just so that it's out of the way. So yeah, I'll do the gambling, then we will do the Swordsman Labyrinth in the next episode on camera, of course. Ooh, and there we go, Yangs is now level 18. 11 HP, but no mana. And only 3 skill points, that is lame, you know what? Oh wow, nice, we can put it all into fisticuffs. He's now a continental champ and he learns multi-fist. The multi-fist spell is gonna be nice for taking out metal slimes. Yeah, because remember, it hits, well, yeah, I never explained this, but because we have never seen the multi-fist skill, but yeah, the multi-fist ability hits an enemy or a lot of enemies. It just hits randomly 3 to 4 times. So if you have a metal slime in front of you, well, you can just use the metals or the multi-fist and hope that one of the punches will critically hit, or that you just, well, deal damage, basically. So yeah, it's a pretty nice ability there, all things considered. And yeah, here we go. This Scorpion is actually pretty good when you begin when you start out in the arena. He is really squishy against spells, as you saw, but he does have the buff/kabuff spell, so he will actually buff up your, well, other monster arena team members. So in that regard, he can be pretty good, but only for the very lowest of ranks. So yeah, don't put too much stock in him. And now we only have one final item left to grab here. One final item in the region, and then we're gonna go back to Pickham and end the episode. So yeah, of course, there are gonna be a few more chests that we can't open up here. There is actually a gold ring out here in this region, and there is also a seed of skill, but we can't do that until we have the magic key. Once again, maybe I shouldn't even point it out because I'm just filling, well, yeah, it's just information overload. I'm gonna come back for that when it's time to come back for it, you know. I have mapped it all out in my head and on paper, so yeah. Yeah, you guys don't need to worry about a thing. I got this. I got this crap. And yeah, I believe the Iron Shield is up here. And we're just gonna need to follow the side here, or the ridge. It's actually quite easy to miss the Iron Shield. Oh, well, look at this. We have a new enemy here. Yeah, a Night Fox. I believe the Night Fox can... well, I'm actually not sure, but I think he can use the Hustle Dance and heal the entire monster team, but I might be wrong on that. They are nothing special though, yeah. As you can see, like, once again, the thinner attack is making everything too damn easy, but I love it. I am not complaining. I'm just saying, yeah. Just saying. And down here, we should be upon it soon. Yeah, there we have it. The Iron Shield. So it's nice to know that it's here. That way you don't have to waste money on it. And there we go. Enemies have been defeated. And yeah, I'm actually really hurting here. Yeah, the enemies in this region are pretty tough. Like, they have some decent attacks. So yeah, they can really rough you up once again. But at the same time, luckily, they aren't really strong enough to kill you. So there we go. An Iron Shield. And we will give it to Tuur. He's the only one who can equip it, actually, yeah. I don't think I pointed this out, but neither Jessica or Angelo can equip this, so that's why we gotta go to the casino and gamble some silver platters and mix a single platter with an Iron Shield, and then that in turn will turn into a White Shield, which is better than an Iron Shield, and only Jessica and Angelo can equip that type of shield, so yeah. They will catch up here momentarily. So, there we go, 1600 gold. Yeah, we're doing pretty nice, pretty fine. Yeah, we're doing alright. So, let's just go ahead and use Zoom on Pickham. And in the next episode, we're gonna go inside of the Swordsman's Labyrinth. And yeah, once again, it's a pretty damn cool dungeon. pretty tough, and yeah, some really strong monsters in there. But yeah, we'll persevere, one way or another. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you back. Well, where should I meet you next time? I think I'll actually meet you at the Swordsman's Labyrinth when we start up the next episode. I think that will be a good rendezvous point. Oh, so yeah, I'm really happy to be done here now. I need to take a break, do something else. I've been staring at the screen for so long now. Recording 2 episodes so close to each other is a little bit overkill, I gotta say. And you know what? One more thing before we end this off. One more thing. We're gonna head on down here to the shops. And we're gonna sell some items. I just wanna show you on camera what I'm selling here. Let's see. First of all, I'm probably gonna send the gold rosary. You know what? Here, sell the iron lens. Dude, we have plenty of items to sell, I now realize. Oh, yeah. So we should be good. Let's get rid of the farmer's scythe. And we're gonna keep the bunny tail. We can make money with that later. You could keep the wizard staff too. If you get the rock bomb shard, you will be happy that you did not sell it. Because you can mix a wizard staff with a rock bomb shard and you will get a really good staff actually. Which will cast a multi-hitting lava spell on the enemies. But yeah, let's see here. Sell the chainmails. We're not gonna need these. And let's see, we're gonna sell the bronze shields. Yeah, those are useless. And I'm also gonna go ahead and sell, well, obviously all the copper coins. You know what, we should be fine money-wise, yeah. Oh yeah, actually we're quite alright on money here. And we're gonna sell the stone hard hat. But yeah, after all of this is done, I'm gonna be penny pinching again. Just a common theme with this game. You're always low on money, it feels like. And yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good at scrounging, or you know, saving away, squirreling away money. I don't think I'm overspending. Yeah, I think we're fine here now. This is all I'm gonna sell. I could sell a few more small items, but those aren't really gonna do a whole lot. You know what, sell the pot lids. You know, yeah. What the heck am I doing? These are just taking up space here. Just get rid of them. Get rid of them. There you go. And we could sell 1 pair of boxer shorts, but you know what, I'm gonna keep hanging on to them. We can craft them to robes of serenity way later. And yeah, I was gonna sell the gold rosary, but yeah, no, don't do that. We can mix those to some really good rings down the road. And let's see. Yeah, with that, I am done, and it is time that we shut off this episode. So, I guess I'll just make the outro here whilst I walk on over to the casino. In the next episode, I will show you guys how to stomp on the Swordsman's Labyrinth, and after we've done that, we shall craft some really wonderful alchemy recipes, and I am longing to show you, or to show those recipes off here. It's gonna be a lot of fun, actually. But yeah, I need to take a break. I'm getting cross-eyed from staring at the screens for so damn long, so yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will explore the Swordsman's Labyrinth. Jesus, just turn it off already. See you guys in the next episode. Holy heck.